All right, the next kind of study we're going to look at, and again, this is still an observational study. So we have cross-sectional that's observational, we have case control that's observational, and then we have cohort studies. All three are observational. We're not manipulating things. We're observing, we're noting. We might need to create a control group, but we're not manipulating what people do or what they get. So, or what they're exposed to. So with a cohort study, these are longitudinal or long-term studies. I know we've talked about the Framingham study briefly, but that is a cohort study where you identify a group of people and you follow them for a long time. And one of the great strengths of cohort studies is that you have people that don't have the disease and you don't know who's going to get it. So the disease outcome is unknown. But the researchers can observe the different exposures and emergence of the disease in the sequential order. So you can see what are people being exposed to and who gets the disease and who doesn't get the disease. And the ones that get the disease, were they exposed to different things from the ones that did not get the disease? So people who develop lung cancer, what exposures do they generally have that people that don't develop lung cancer don't have? So in a typical cohort study, you have large numbers of people and they're all healthy at the time the study begins. And then you can follow them through time to see who gets the disease, who doesn't get the disease, and are there differences in exposure. So these are called prospective studies because they're looking forward. So whereas the case control studies are retrospective, we're looking back in time, these are looking forward in time. So you have a population, and then you identify persons without the disease. And then you look at who was exposed and who wasn't exposed, and you see who developed the disease. So was there disease development? And it could be injury or illness. Again, when we talk about burden of disease, we're looking at disease, injury, illness, all of these things. So we're saying, where is there more burden of disease? Is it in the exposed individuals or those that weren't exposed? So we have some good examples of some cohort studies. One is the nurses' health study, which is viewable in the next part of this module.